registration.
Top 621 at
Yep.
144.
Is this?
No, that's a receipt for some work at Les Schwab.
We're not going to tell anybody, right? The only person who's going to know that you got arrested for DUI tonight is yourself. People think that it's going to be in the newspapers the next day. It's usually not unless something out of the ordinary happens.
How confidential is everything?
Everything we do is a public record, right? The video is a public record, okay? Everything is a public record, and we can't not release it if somebody is specifically requested. All of this, it's all being recorded, that's all public record, although the law right now, they have to have a specific reason for requesting video. So as far as the public records request goes, somebody would have to say, hey, I want to know this specific case about this specific person. And
It's not like posted anywhere and someone has to specifically request.
Yeah. I'll tell you that, in my opinion, it's unlikely that anybody will come and request records of this, unless you're a spy for Russia or something like that. So that,
I just don't want it to be over after this.
lots of people have been sitting in the exact seat that you're sitting in right now, okay?
What ended up happening to them?
I know things are scary right now, but it could have been a lot worse.
I just
Right.
wish I would have hit the tree.
Plate lights look like that. I know I didn't see a light, but yeah, there's no light. There's a lot of roads. It's close to it. Is it? It's good. Yeah.
Probably want to get him at the top of the hill up here before he goes down the hill towards the tree. Fast thing going down.
Saying up Polly, did they stop it?
Polly 23.
305 and Seabold with Adam George Union 7355.
Polly 23, previous on your plate if you want it.
Go ahead. Perfect. Could I see your registration and proof of insurance as well, please? And so I stopped because you're speeding back there. You're going 66 and you're going over the lines. How much have you had to drink tonight?
Nothing.
Nothing?
No. I had a beer with my friend earlier, but
Okay, when was that?
over at like.
Top 621, income status.
Okay.
Registration.
Top 621 at
Yep.
144.
Is this?
No, that's a receipt for some work at Les Schwab.
This good?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Perfect. I'll be right back. So nice, a previous DUI vehicle, but I'm not showing hers ever having any. So that means it's just informational kind of deal.
Down in your spotlight down so you can do
That's the best teeth.
keep a hold of that stuff, put it in your pocket, don't give it back over.
Alright, Moira. So I gotta make sure that you're clear to drive home. So if you don't mind stepping out of the vehicle, I got a couple of tests I like to perform.
How fast was I going, if I might say?
66.
66. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Yep. Yeah, it's especially dangerous tonight because there's actually a tree down right up ahead.
Oh, really?
I'm swerving. Yeah. So if you mind standing right up here in front of your car. Perfect. So, first test here, I'm actually going to look at your eyes. So do you have any medical conditions that affect your eyes?
Taking. That makes make a difference?
I don't know if that affects you. Do you wear contacts?
Yeah.
Okay, contacts in, okay. What I need you to do is actually keep your hands down at your side, feet together, and you're going to stare at the tip of this pen, and you're going to follow it with your eyes and only your eyes, not going to move your head, alright? You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, just your eyes. Just your eyes,
sorry.
not your head.
Call 1108, income status.
Oh, just your eyes.
I'm sorry.
Available. Call 1108.
Okay. Alright, second test. This one's called the walk and turn. And what you're going to do on this one is start just as you are. Feet together, hands down to your side. And you're going to imagine a line coming off your left foot. Off your left foot.
Left foot, sorry.
Yep, so just a line coming off it. Now go ahead and place your right foot in front of the left. And now, nope, don't start until I tell you to start.
Oh, sorry.
So, yep, just telling you what you're going to be doing here right now.
Okay.
So, line off your left foot, right foot in front of the left.
Foot.
Yep, and you want to make sure that your heel is touching your toes. Nope, we're not starting yet.
Oh, sorry.
Nope, feet together. Line off the toes. Right foot in front of the left. Go ahead and do that now. And make sure that your heel is touching your toes. Alright, and keep those arms down your side. Don't start walking until I tell you to. But once you do start, once I tell you to start, you're going to look at your toes, and you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps. Once you get to that last step, you're going to stop. You're going to take a series of small steps around that lead foot. I'm going to demonstrate it for you now. I'm not going to take 9 steps, I'm going to take 3, but you are going to take 9. Do you understand? Alright, so, and you're going to count out loud as you go, again, watching your feet. So, starting here, 1, 2, 3, and again, you're going to go to 9, I'm only doing 3. Series of small steps, and then 9 heel-to-toe steps back.
Okay.
And once you start walking, don't stop. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Perfect. Alright. You can begin.
Was it 9?
So once you've hit 9, go ahead and do that. Turn around and walk back.
2, 3, 4.
Okay, perfect. And the final test I'd like you to do, again, arms down to your side, feet together. This one's called the one-leg stand. What you're going to do is with your legs straight, you're going to raise one foot off the ground. You're going to keep it about 6 inches. Don't start yet until I tell you to. You're going to raise it about 6 inches off the ground. Try to keep the bottom of your foot parallel to the surface of the ground. And you're just going to stare at your toe and count out loud for me in the manner of 1001, 1002, 1003 until I tell you to stop.
Okay.
Alright, do you understand?
Yeah.
Alright, you can begin.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1011, 1012, 1013, 1014, 1015, 1016, 1017, 1018, 1019, 1020, 1021, 1022, 1023, 1024.
Okay, you can stop.
1026.
Alright. And the last thing, if you'd like, you can do what's called a preliminary breath test. This one's voluntary, so it is, so just blow on it. And if you don't think you've been drinking, we'll see what number pops up and go from there. Is that alright?
Yeah.
Alright. And yes, please.
I've had a couple drinks with my friends. We had a couple beers. Is that?
Couple beers, too much. How long ago was that?
Right before I took the ferry.
Right before you took the ferry? Okay, you just got off the ferry?
Yeah, I got off the ferry.
Okay.
I took the 12:15.
Okay. Where were you at? Seattle, obviously. Capitol Hill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Call 1105, send come status.
You guys having a little get together at partying?
Yeah, we were just hanging out. It was my friend's birthday.
Okay. Nice. Sweet. Where on Capitol Hill were you?
Unicorn, a couple other places we went to. One of them was our place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And then
Not
I
bad.
left because I wanted to go home.
Gotcha. Alright.
What's your name?
Anne? Where, Anne?
Ann?
Yeah, I go by Anne because my name's Moira, but no one can pronounce that.
Okay.
So.
Ann, so what this does, it's going to run a self-check here, okay? I put a new tube on there. It's going to run a self-check and then it's going to tell you to blow. What I need you to do is blow hard into this tube to keep that tone going. And then it runs this down, okay? All right, ready? Take a deep breath. Blow hard. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Gotta blow into it. Okay. If you stop blowing or you don't blow enough, it'll tell you to start again, all right? So that tone you heard going at the beginning,
Yeah.
you got to keep that going.
Okay.
Okay, deep breath, blow hard. You're sucking into it. You got to blow hard. There you go. And you're not blowing enough. Let me get a new tube, all right? I had a 7-year-old do this earlier this evening, so I know you can do it, all right? Give me just a second. Let me get a new tube.
There's just one long continuous blow into
Okay.
it. Yep. What were you drinking? You said a couple beers? What'd you have?
Yeah. Just beers.
Just random beers?
Yeah. Pioneers.
Okay. Keeping it local.
Yeah. Exactly. And cheap.
Yeah.
Call 823, send come status.
Still it, no problem.
Still no problem, 155.
This is not admissible in court. Did he tell you that?
Huh?
Did he tell you this is not admissible
Oh,
in
no,
court?
I didn't. Yeah.
It's not what?
This is not admissible in court.
Yep. Yeah.
All right?
Okay.
This shows you how much you got in your system. All right, deep breath, blow into it. There you go. Keep that tone going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Yep, you're stopping them. You got to take a deep breath in, blow into it. You can tell when you're not blowing. You got asthma? Okay. All right, deep breath. Blow. There you go. It's like you're stopping.
Was that good? I tried to breathe out the whole time that time.
No, stop. You gotta blow hard into it. Like you're blowing up a balloon.
Okay.
Okay?
I'll try.
All right, try one more time. You're not blowing into it. There you go. All right.
It's not
It's
reading.
not working. You're not providing enough air into it.
Okay, I'll try this. Can I try one more time?
I'll try one more time, but I'm not going to mess around with it too much longer because it's pretty easy.
Do your friends live in Seattle?
Yeah.
They do? Okay. And you lived in was it? I think. Okay. It's not too far a drive.
No, just, yeah. I work over there, so I'm going to move over there.
Okay.
I'm over there February 1st, so.
Okay. Where do you work?
Company.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm trying to make my way full time here, so I don't have to commute every day.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah. Hopefully.
And these are friends you met through work, or have you known each other a long time?
College.
College? Nice. Did you go to college over there?
No, I went to college in Western.
Okay.
In Bellingham.
Okay.
So, Ann, everything's on camera, right?
Yep.
So everything's up and up. We're not trying to fool you or anything like that. This is not admissible in court. He already knows how much you've had to drink tonight because he's already run through the test. This is to show you what you've got on your system. Okay? If you don't want to take it, then don't take it. But don't try and fool it anymore because this thing is super easy to accomplish. Okay? Take a deep breath, create a good seal around this white tube, blow into it hard, keep that tone going until it clicks. Understand?
Okay.
All right, deep breath, blow hard. There you go.
Perfect.
See what that says?
Yeah.
0.134.
Okay.
Do you know what the legal limit is?
0.08, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Had a little bit to drink tonight?
Yeah, I drank with some friends.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so what that means is, yep, he's got to put that away. So what that means is, I got to take you in for DUI. We got to go back to the station, run an actual breath test. It's not too big a deal. Happens all the time. Do you have anything in your car that you need tonight? Your wallet, so that cell phone, you're going to want that.
Did I get picked up by anybody?
Unfortunately, not at this point. No, if you were below that 0.08, then that's what we'd advise, having someone pick you up, stop driving. But I gotta bring you in tonight. So, and yep, you're gonna want your purse, definitely your wallet. I've got your license. You're gonna want, again, your cell phone. Sync on poly 23. Oh.
Poly 23.
Gotta leave that open.
I get a tow.
I'm gonna take the keys from you here. So, Ann, what
Can you repeat last?
with your vehicle is we're required to impound it for 12 hours. Okay? So,
requesting a tow.
It's going to wait here for the impound. We'll get you a sheet that shows you where you can get your vehicle, but it's 12 hours. Okay?
So, but, oh, okay. Alright, so before you get in there, I gotta make sure you don't have any weapons, anything like that on you? Okay. First, guns, nothing like that in there. Alright, I'll actually stick this in the back. You can just hang tight for me.
And his camera's on. It's going to stay on the whole time. Okay? Another camera right up front here that's going to be turned around. That's going to stay on the whole time. From here on forward, it's just a process that we go through. Okay? If you have any questions, you can ask us. He's going to read you your rights here in a second. Okay? You don't have to answer the questions.
Okay.
Get back to the station. You run your breath
Be right back. Yep.
He's going to read you your constitutional rights again, and if you want to talk to a lawyer, we'll get one on the phone for you. Okay?
Okay. So, oh, this will just hang tight again.
Sorry.
Can I make sure you don't have any? So, what you need to do is just face the car.
Put you in handcuffs.
Yep.
She doesn't have anything.
Okay.
Any knives, needles, or anything like that?
Thank you. So I'm going to do is make sure that these have a good fit, not too tight, and I'm going to double lock them. So what that's going to do is prevent them from getting any tighter.
Okay.
Perfect.
Your cell phone's in your purse.
It's whatever.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Go ahead and have a seat in there.
Yes, please. Oh. So he's actually going to get the seatbelt from the other side and pass this to him.
Oh.
Oh, no, yep. In the right spot right here.
You want to hand me the seatbelt?
Yep. I'm going to read your Miranda rights. Alright. So you probably probably heard this on TV, but I gotta read them for you. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can't be used against you in a court of law. You have the right at this time to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights I have explained to you? Okay. And having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now? Alright, shut the door, watch your knees.
Polly 24,
Any
case
questions?
number
Nope.
is 99.
I've got her stuff right here, so
Perfect.
we're ready.
Awesome.
Just need to let's
And
sit on
Gateway will be
transporting
there
one female
30 to 45.
and then start it to the station and then start it.
County units, Nora area, corrections, north area. Rollover collision at Limamolo Shore and Peterson Way. Nora 91, Nora 107. It's a van that rolled over. Looks like entrapment. They said they're not injured. It's a silver RAV4 and AIDS been shown.
CENTCOM Poly 3. Starting transport one female to the police station. Starting mileage 839.
Flight 23.
CENTCOM Paul 83 arriving, ending mileage 845.
Flight 23, 212. Franklin 36, 212.
Okay. So Officer Coons just unlocking the door right now. And your stuff, we'll just leave locked in the back of the car if that's alright. Okay. Alright, watch your step, slippery out here. Right this way. Okay. I know it's uncomfortable to sit on this bench with your hands behind your back, so what I'm going to do is actually take the cuffs and put them in front of you. Just take them off all the way? Alright. Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. Have you ever been arrested for DUI? So, I'm going to tell you what I told everybody, just about everybody who's been sitting in that seat before. It's not the end of the world. We've got a set process that we have to go through. It's pretty standard for us, okay? His camera, that black thing right there, is going to stay on the entire process, okay? Here in just a second, he's going to read you your constitutional rights.
Yep.
page 2 of the Washington State DUI.
That guy. Yeah. Okay, so it'll sound like what I said before, but you have the right to remain silent. You have the right at this time to an attorney. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. If you're under the age of 18, anything you say can be used against you in a juvenile court, prosecution for a juvenile offense, and can also be used against you in an adult court, criminal prosecution if the juvenile court decides that you're to be tried as an adult. You have the right to talk to an attorney before answering any questions. You have the right to have an attorney present during the questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you without cost if you so desire. You can exercise these rights at any time. Do you understand these rights? Okay. So I'm going to need... Alright. And the last
I have one specifically in mind that, okay.
The family attorney.
Our local guy, he's a very good attorney.
I have read to me the above explanation of my constitutional rights, and I understand these rights. Just a signature right there. Thank you.
Hi, Mr. Alpha. This is Officer Kuhn with Bainbridge Island Police Department. How are you, sir? Oh, okay. We have Miss Ann here. She was born in '94. She was speeding. I think we clocked her at 63, and then got behind her, and she was swerving quite a bit over the lines, and pulled her over and did FSTs, and had her blow on PBT. She blew a .134 on the PBT. So now we just brought her back to the office, just read her rights, and she has to speak with you. Yes, sir. And I'm going to put you right on the phone right in here. Okay. As Mr. Tom Alpha.
We're going in there, and we're going to have to restart observation period.
So we haven't gotten her open her mouth and check her mouth.
Visual inspection. Gotcha.
Yeah, we'll restart.
That'll 2-minute timeout. Okay.
So what you want to do is you want to make a note when you start the observation period. You can make a note on there.
Okay.
Make a note in your whichever you want. Sometimes they don't want to assign different parts of this. So for example, when you have her, sometimes they get real hesitant to sign stuff, which is okay because what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to read it to them, right?
Okay. Right.
They don't have to sign anything. So, all this stuff, implied consent, warning for breath, you can ask them to sign it. If they don't want to sign it, that's no big deal at all. Okay. What normally happens after they talk to Tom Alpaz, the defense attorney, they normally come out, they say what they say. He told me not to answer any questions, but take the breath test. So you can go through and you'll start the observation period.
Once he comes back out, and we can...
Yep. So all these questions right here, she's probably not going to answer them, which is fine. You can just put refused on all of them. And then you're going to have to wait 15 minutes. You're just going to have to chit-chat for 15 minutes. And then after the 15 minutes is over, read the implied consent warning for breath. And since she's over 21, you don't have to worry about the age 21 stuff.
Right. Did I have to even read that out on the patient?
No.
Okay. I think when I was back here with Cameron, he got to that part and skipped it with that guy. Okay.
And I know she said that she had not been arrested for DUI, but we're required to check. So what you're going to want to do is send an MCT message to North with her name, date of birth, W/F for white female, and then just put, can you please run a triple I for DUIs? Put her name, date of birth, and white female.
This is to north.
Yep, you'll see it.
That's north undefined, or
Yep, bottom one.
so could you run triple I for?
Can you please run a triple I for DUIs within the past 10 years?
This was I.
No. Capital T, triple I. For DUIs within the past 10 years. Then comma, W/F, like female. Question mark. So they'll probably come back and say no record. It's unlikely that she's got a record of any DUIs, and so that means bail will be set at $5,000.
Okay.
Kurt will bring the
Impound.
impound sheet here. Her stuff is in the back of the car.
Yep. Okay.
She's gonna want to use her phone and everything.
Okay.
0 hits found. They'll probably send you a regular message, just tell them thanks. Yes, they do. Check her mouth. I just take out my flashlight, look in her mouth, and tell her if you burp or throw anything out, just let me know. And then check again after 15 minutes.
Okay.
Sure nothing else is damaged. If you got any questions on this thing, this is right here.
Thank you. Zero 180 700, right?
I usually check my. Screw that up. see right back there.
Okay. I'm going to read you something called the implied consent warning for breath.
And real quick, you gotta check your mouth. Do you have
something
anything
before.
right now? Okay. Go ahead and lift your tongue up. Okay.
Okay. So implied consent warning for breath. Warning, you're under arrest for.
Yep, that whole thing.
Okay.
Just the first line, not the second line.
Right. So RCW 4661-502 or RCW 4661-504, driving or being in actual physical control of a motor vehicle while under the influence of intoxicating liquor and/or drugs. Further, you are now being asked to submit to a test of your breath, which consists of 2 separate samples of your breath taken independently to determine alcohol concentration. You are now advised that you have the right to refuse this breath test, and that if you refuse, your driver's license, permit, or privilege to drive will be revoked or denied by the Department of Licensing for at least 1 year, and your refusal to submit to this test may be used in a criminal trial. You are further advised that if you submit to this breath test and the test is administered, your driver's license, permit, or privilege to drive will be suspended, revoked, or denied by the Department of Licensing for at least 19 days if you are under age 21 or if you are age 21 or over and the test indicates the alcohol concentration of your breath is a .08 or more, or you are in violation of RCW 4661-502, driving under the influence, or RCW 4661-504, physical control of a vehicle under the influence, or B, under age 21 and the test indicates the alcohol concentration of your breath is .02 or more, or you are in violation of RCW 4661-502, driving under the influence, or RCW 4661-504.
Sorry, just to clarify, so 19 days then if you submit to the breathalyzer test.
90 if you submit.
90, sorry.
Yep. And that's according to the DOL.
Okay.
Or up to the DOL. Or RCW 4661-504, physical control of the vehicle under the influence. We have 3. If your driver's license, permit, or privilege to drive is suspended, revoked, or denied, you may be eligible to immediately apply for an ignition interlock driver's license. You have the right to additional tests administered by any qualified person of your own choosing. For those not driving a commercial motor vehicle at the time of arrest, if your driver's license is suspended or revoked, your commercial driver's license, if any, will be disqualified. For those driving commercial motor vehicle at the time of arrest, if you either A, refuse this test, or B, submit to this test and the test indicates an alcohol concentration of .04 or more, you will be disqualified by the Department of Licensing from driving commercial motor vehicle. State subject. Signature there. And if you'd like, you can sign right there. Thank you. Alright. Will you now submit to a breath test? Okay. Are you confused by the warnings at all? Anything not make sense? No? Okay.
So what happens if I submit to the test and it's over the limit? I mean, I know in 90 days, but what else beyond that?
You know more about this than I.
There's 2 issues going on, right? There's the first one, which is the Department of Licensing. If you blow over a .08, just like it says, right, they'll suspend your license for 90 days. And if the PBT is accurate, then you'll probably blow over a .08, okay? So what they'll do is what they'll likely do is suspend your license for 90 days. You can immediately get an ignition interlock driver's license, like it says, and you can also request a hearing to contest the 90 days as well. Okay, so
How often do those work, the hearings? They contest it?
I don't know how often. So from your perspective, work means you keep your license. I don't know. I honestly don't know. We get subpoenaed for DOL hearings every now and then. If I were to estimate offhand, probably maybe 1 in 6 people contested, but I don't have the exact
success rate of those people.
I don't have a clue what the success rate is for those folks. So we have to be very careful. We can tell you the process, but what happens afterwards, we can't make any promises at all. All we can tell you is kind of what we've seen, and
Do I have to notify my employer right away?
and you don't have to. We're not going to tell anybody, right? The only person who's going to know that you got arrested for DUI tonight is yourself. We are not telling anybody else, okay? The newspapers, people think that it's going to be in the newspapers the next day. It's usually not unless something out of the ordinary happens, okay? I can't make any promises, but we don't publish anything in the newspapers.
But you have to put down your criminal history, so you have to put it down for employment forms, because they'll look into it through a state background check.
Yeah. So this is not a felony, though. It's DUI is a gross misdemeanor if it's your first offense. So it's not a felony. It's not like you have to put down.
So you don't have to put it down on a job application then, or do you?
It depends on the. So I can't give you legal advice, but
Some jobs will specifically ask. Things like this. A lot of them, though, are just felony-focused questions.
Yeah.
That's all most jobs care about.
So, so like if you were to apply for a police department, they would say, "Have you ever been arrested?"
Oh,
And then
yeah,
you'd have
yeah, that makes
right?
sense.
Yeah. So each employer is going to have a little bit different criteria.
Okay. But if you're already employed where you are, you don't have to like notify them as this is a new, like update to
So
your.
I can't tell you that because you're.
Yeah.
So for us, it's different, right?
Yeah,
If
that
we were to
makes
get
sense.
arrested, we
Yeah,
would have
of
to
course,
notify our
yeah.
employer. So every employer is a little bit different. But what I'm saying is we are not going to call your employer and tell them.
Okay. And then the other question I have, I guess, sorry, to have
That's all
so many
fine.
questions.
Yeah, we got time.
So my parents, can I call them, let them know why I'm not going to be home?
What
And
we're going to do here is once we're finished with the breath test here, your bag's right there. Your phone's in it there. You can grab it out of there. You can call your parents or whoever you want to. We ran a IIII check, just like you said. I've never been arrested for DUI, so bail will be set at $5,000. Now, you can either post the whole amount, get the whole amount back. That's the way bail works, or you can post $500 of that, and you can use a
can
credit
I
card.
post my own bill? I have
Yes,
$500.
you can,
Okay,
you can.
I'll do that.
So, but it doesn't go through us; it goes through the jail. Okay, and it's in the jail's interest to get you processed through and help you arrange for bail so they can get you out of there. Okay, and they'll talk you through that whole process. Okay, and you'll be able to post your own bail. And if there's somebody else you want to call to come get you, because we have to take you to Port Orchard. Okay, so it's a ways away. So if there's somebody else you want to call and say, hey, come get me at Port Orchard, they'll have every opportunity to do that.
I guess the other question I have is how confidential is everything?
So there's everything we do is a public record, right? The video is a public record, okay? Everything is a public record, and we can't not release it if somebody is specifically requested.
When does the public record begin? Is that the public record that was taken while I was out there? Or
It
is
started.
here?
It started before we even pulled you over. So our camera was turned on as soon as we saw you swerve. We turned the camera on, and it started as soon as that camera started. So all of this, it's all being recorded. That's all public record. Although the law right now, they have to have a specific reason for requesting video. I can tell you that DUIs happen quite a bit, and you're certainly not the first person to sit in that chair in the exact situation that you're in right now. Okay. That's why I say it's not the end of the world. It feels like it, but all right. Mr. Alpa will probably give you a lot more details than I can, okay? Because we can't give you legal advice, but he's a great attorney, and is the only guy that I know that'll answer the phone at 0 dark 30 in the morning. All right. But like we talked about before, we go down this process, okay? So as far as the public records request goes, somebody would have to say, hey, I want to know this specific case about this specific person. And
It's not like posted anywhere until someone has to specifically request for it to be posted.
Yeah, I'll tell you that in my opinion, it's unlikely that anybody will come and request records of this unless you're a spy for, Russia or something like that. So.
Are you a spy for Russia?
We're not trying to make light of your situation. I'm just saying, I know the fears you have, okay, and I'm trying to alleviate some of the.
I just don't want my life to be over.
What's that?
I just don't want my life to be over after this. I don't want to not be able to ever get a job besides anything at like McDonald's or something.
And lots of people have been sitting in the exact seat that you're sitting in right now, okay?
What ended up happening to them?
So it depends on what happens in court, okay? So this officer Engett, he's got the impound form. It all depends. So everybody's situation is a little bit different, but I'll tell you, it's not the end of the world, and it doesn't mean you're not going to be able to get a job anywhere other than McDonald's. I have arrested Amazon vice presidents in their driveway and done the field sobriety tests in their driveway with their wife watching. Okay, that wasn't the first DUI that person had gotten. So it's a gross misdemeanor. It's not a felony. I don't want to make light of it, okay? Because the big thing and the reason that we go after DUIs is because you were all over the road and you were going fast. And there's a little bit farther down the hill was a tree across the road, all right? So it could have been a lot worse tonight, especially with how much you have in your system, all right? So I know things are scary right now, but it could have been a lot worse, all
I
right?
just wish I would have hit the tree at this point.
It feels like that now. It's not, again, it's not the end of the world. That's all. That's the best I can do, Ann. I mean, I know what you're thinking, and you're right now you're imagining the worst fears for what's going to happen later on. What I need you to do is focus on what's going on right now, okay?
What happens if you don't set bail?
So in your case, it is Thursday. You would go in front of the judge Friday morning. You would stay in the jail tonight, and then through today till tomorrow, and then on Friday you would go in front of the judge.
Okay. Is there any way for me to be able to check my bank account?
What's that?
Is there any way for me to be able to check my
Can you
bank
do it on your
account?
phone?
I mean, kind of, I guess, I think.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah.
Let's get through this BAC process, okay?
Yep.
And then once we're done with all that, you can use your phone to check your bank account, or if you've got a credit card you want to use the credit card for bail bonds, then you can do that. Or they'll talk you through that process once you get to the jail.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just going to set this right here.
Perfect.
Now.
Thank you. $99.
I had to get all my blood draw kit for that.
Okay. I got a bunch of questions here. Gotta ask. Do you have any physical impairments?
No.
Okay. Do you limp?
No.
Are you sick or injured?
No.
Are you under care of a doctor or dentist?
No.
Are you diabetic?
No.
Do you take insulin?
No.
Do you take a prescription?
Point to that.
Yeah. Non-prescription. Your last dose?
It would have been, oh god, really early this morning, like 5.
Okay.
I don't think it.
And that was 60 milligrams?
Do I have to answer these questions to do the test, or is it separate?
No, these are what these are, just kind of establishing a baseline. You don't have to answer these ones.
I don't know the answer.
Okay, sure, that's fine. I'm just gonna use some of those.
So, and when I looked in your mouth there, we have to wait 15 minutes after we check your mouth, okay, for the BAC test. So once 15 minutes is up, check your mouth again, and then we get the machine all up and running. The thing with this machine, it's 2 breath samples, okay, and it's different than that I had you do, and it's different by the fact that you have to do it twice, and you have to blow a lot harder and for a longer period of time. So on the PBT, I don't know exactly what was going on. I suspect that you were afraid to do.
No, I was trying to blow as hard as I could. I really was.
So I'll tell you, with this machine, it's been around for I want to say over 30 years, and it's very reliable. But the thing is, it's also held up in court for a long time, and it can tell if you're not providing air into it. Okay, so when you do take the test, we're going to kind of coach you through it here. You got to take a deep breath, create a good seal on it, and then continue to blow to keep the tone going. And you got to blow until all the air is out of your lungs. And that's why we have folks sit down, is because they're going to feel like they're going to pass out. Okay, and then they get all the air out of their lungs, and the thing clunks, and you know you've got enough air into it, but you have to do that twice. Okay, if you try and cool it, if you don't provide enough air, if you don't breathe into it the way you're supposed to, it'll give you a refusal. So that's why I give you a warning. Do it right and show that you're trying to cooperate with the test, because otherwise it shows refusal, and that's just what the machine shows. Okay? It's not us determining that you're not trying, it's just the machine saying you're refusing. So what we typically do, folks, our department, what we typically do is refusal on the VAC is we call the judge and get a warrant for blood, and we go over to the fire station or the hospital. We have them draw blood, and we send the blood off to get tested. So I think it's easier to do the VAC.
Yeah.
They test for alcohol, they test for marijuana and other drugs as well.
Okay. I mean, that won't be a problem. I haven't done any other drugs. So. Why do they have to check your mouth?
What's that?
Why do they have to check your mouth?
So you don't have anything in your mouth. So you're not chewing on anything or anything like that.
With the battery thing, I don't know if that's the thing. I've just heard about
Yeah, the
people.
battery thing, the penny thing, there's all kinds of stuff
Yeah.
that people have tried in years past. I want to say, maybe it was with the old machines that a penny worked back in the day.
Way back when.
Yeah, I was going to say, that machine has been around since I've been working with them in the mid-90s, and the penny thing hasn't worked at least before then.
I think I saw a Mythbusters episode and they did the battery thing. They didn't work, so yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah.
It's not very effective.
So do you know some folks here on the island? Is that
I
right?
have family, well, not on the island, but I have family in Kingston that could come pick me up if need be.
Okay. Right.
After the test, would there be a chance that I could call them to come pick me up?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Whatever you want. So did you go to school here?
Nice. Cool.
Show me on foot patrol downtown. Flight 2437.
Just gonna check your mouth again, make sure nothing's there. Looks bright, man. Okay, and could you lift your tongue, please? Thank you.
For a while, since I was like 6. Do you know anyone who came out of this and was still successful afterwards?
Yep. I did.
You know, a lot of people whose lives were ruined.
I know people whose lives were ruined by getting into a collision with somebody who they had no intention of colliding with. I know somebody whose daughter, who's a little bit younger than you, is spending time in prison because she had a little bit too much to drink and head on a woman and her child, and her mother did not survive. So I know it seems like the end of the world right now, but I know a lot of people who have come through this and gone off and done really great, and then there's other folks who continue to drink and continue to get DUIs, and it messes up their life. So, up to you. And if you hit the tree, you probably would have survived if you hit the tree, and you probably still got a DUI when they showed up and said, hey.
I've only had hit the tree and I haven't survived.
This is much better, trust me. It doesn't feel like it right now. So did Mr. Alpaw did he tell you to call him once you got out, or in the court date, or did he say he was going to be in court tomorrow? No, he said he was going to be on the airplane. He had an airplane to catch today, so I don't know if he's going to be in court tomorrow.
No one said anything about court.
Okay, so if you get out, if you bail out today, you'll probably be in court Friday. It'll be Bainbridge Island Municipal Court. The judge is very fair, and they go through their process as well. But that's the other thing is, just because you were arrested for something does not mean you're convicted of something. Okay. So this whole process, it's going to be a process, and it's going to be.
Signal units on North Clear Radio, watch for at normal operations.
It's not the
Information at 250.
I just wish I don't know what the state of my friends.
Yeah. That's the nasty thing. The nasty thing about alcohol is when you first start drinking, typically you feel like, well, I shouldn't drive. After you've had a few, I think it's worn off.
Yeah, I was better. Yeah, I thought it was fine.
Yep. That's how it'll get you. There's some Kleenex there right next to you.
I'm sorry.
Right now.
Doing PR and marketing in a company in Seattle.
Otherwise, your eyes are going to turn black.
17?
Yeah, our count
18.
8. But, yeah, great.
Call 1105, CENTCOM status. Call 1105 at 252.
What do you folks do?
My mom's and my dad works.
Okay. Was your mom there when you were going through?
Yeah.
PBT was 137, was it?
What's that?
What was the PBT, if you remember?
134, I think.
Okay.
It was 134.
107. 107. Dead, 64.
If I had refused the breathalyzer, would it still be probable cause?
I could almost read your mind. So, the preliminary breath test, right? Sometimes I don't even offer those to folks, right? Because remember the tests with the eyes and the
Yeah.
walking and the one-leg stand? All those tests are what we go by, right? Your eyes, it's called nystagmus, and your eyes stutter like that, okay? And that's what we go by, and we don't have to. When we don't, what I usually do, I offer it that's all I offer to show them what they have on their system, just so that they're more cooperative and hey, look, I'm not messing with you, I'm not making this up.
Okay.
So, whether you go on that PBT or not, had no impact on the decision. Caught our eye when you were driving fast, we turned around, got behind you, and when we got behind you, we saw a big swerve, and we immediately turned on our in-car camera, which you can get a copy of all that, right? And we were behind you for a while, and we swerved a couple more times over the line pretty good, and then made the determination to stop you at the top of the hill before we got to the tree, because we were worried about you getting close to the tree. There's flares out, but we were just worried about you were swerving bad enough to where we needed to stop you at the top of the hill there. So, and then from there, when you walk up, you make contact with the person. I mean, you'll be able to see the whole report.
Okay. So that wasn't what based the determination?
The phone on the PBT.
No, yeah, that had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
So I already didn't do well on the eye test and then.
Unfortunately.
All the things leading up to the field sobriety test that you took.
Right. Okay. So you want to provide a breath sample? Okay, so with you. I need to take a deep breath, blow into it. I'll do the same thing with the tone, just keep blowing and make sure there's a tight seal around it.
There you go. Keep that tone going. It's going to take a while. Keep going. Keep going. You're going to feel like you're completely out of breath, but you just got to keep going. You're doing good. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Don't fall over.
Keep going. You're almost there. There you go.
Perfect. It takes a while. Perfect.
That's why we have folks sitting. Feel like you can pass it.
You can tell that this is old technology.
Yeah.
So it won't give me any numbers yet. I'll actually print those out on a little
Oh.
You'll get a
paper.
copy.
Yeah.
He's gonna, once it prints out, he's gonna pull it out of there. He's gonna set it right down in front of you. He's gonna sign the bottom. You'll be able to see it. You'll be able to see it.
Okay.
Go over the numbers. You can get a copy.
I have a really weird question.
Sure.
Are you related in any way to?
I am. Yeah, when you said I'm like, oh, my sister goes there. Where do you know her from?
From friends.
From friends?
Mutual friends, yeah. I just thought it was funny because she said that she said she had a brother who worked as a
Gotcha.
police officer, so I made the connection.
This one you're going to do the exact same thing.
Oh, I see. There's another
Yep.
test.
Yeah, and
Exact same.
plus.
Try to get more breath, so I don't really die.
Same thing. Here you are. Just nice and steady.
There you go.
Perfect. You're good.
And is your phone good?
Yeah.
Just grab it out of there.
Can I try calling now, or is that?
Yeah, this is going to print out here in a second, but while it's printing out, you can call whoever you need to call.
All this has to be done before leaving, or no? Okay.
We'll do that later on.
Okay.
Big thing is come over before the driver's license.
Okay. Yeah, I've got all.
License number on it.
Yep. One of these pages. Yeah. Okay.
Don't pull those right away until they're open. That's it. Otherwise it'll take off.
And there's no reprint, is there?
No.
No.
So you're going to want to sign. So yours are going to be the subject sample right there. And right there. So 0.12, 0.11. Okay. He's going to sign right there, operator and agency, and then he's going to give you a copy.
So you guys need to run through that. I'll do whatever you tell me to do, man, I don't care. I mean, if I'm gonna start typing, I'll do it. That'll be good, come back up. I'd rather do it so you can help him with whatever questions he's got.
Okay.
This is her purse?
Yep.
And then her phone. I'll get property back.
Second on Polly 24, back in the car. Polly 24, 313.
Did you get the case number yet?
Yep.
Okay. Put the case number on the business card, put the first stuff there. So, this sheet. We don't have enough officers coming.
If I had a friend.
Yes,
Oh.
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
things going on with you. If you want to do a DUI hearing, you've got 20 days from today, okay? And this is the form that you need to use. The important part is it must be within 20 days, okay? For your DUI hearing, if you want to contest the suspension. This is your notice that they're going to suspend, revoke, or deny your license, permit, or privilege to drive. That's what we're talking about, okay? Talk to either Tom Alpa at the hearing, the court date. If he's there, talk to him. If not, there's going to be another attorney there that can represent you and ask them any questions you want to about the DUI. Okay. The other thing, this is where your vehicle's at. Okay. This is instructions for how to get your vehicle out. Okay.
Do you have to pay anything?
You have to pay a little bit.
Okay.
It's with Gateway Tow. Do you know where that's at?
No.
On your way to Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I can Google it out.
Okay. So that's your form for your vehicle. There's your DUI hearing form. This is your tow. This is your ticket with the VAC results. Put all this in a bag. It's going to go in your purse.
Okay, here's some water. They only give us little baby cups, so. You go through this, yeah. Hey, Ann, you got anything in your purse?
No.
Okay, I gotta look to make
You
sure.
can look through it.
The jail's gonna.
I don't have
Need all
anything
this
like
stuff.
Yeah.
Scroll.
I'm gonna take it right here. Put it right here. Did you do a triple I?
Yep.
Do you have to go to the bathroom before you go? Just down, but leave the door unlocked in case something happens, okay?
Nobody picking up?
nobody's picking up.
Hey, Ann, what's the problem? What's going on?
Nobody's picking up.
Okay. We'll keep trying on the way down there, okay? Do you have the number memorized or?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll try again when we go down there, okay? Is that her paperwork too?
Yeah.
So, take.
No, these are mine. We already.
Okay, safety
Yep.
drink. So I gotta cuff you. Okay, so go ahead and just toss that real quick and then we'll get you cuffed and get you going. Have you ever been arrested before?
No.
Okay, well that's good. I'm sure you can move your hands out of there, but just keep them in there. Let me lock them real quick. That stuff stays. We got all your stuff. I'm sorry. I'll bring your phone. I'll get it in your property bag. If you want, I could.
Can I just hold it on the way back?
Nope.
No.
You can't have anything with you. I could turn it off if you want, if the battery's low.
No, it's fine.
Okay. So you need to face right here. I need to pat you again. Make sure you don't have any weapons or anything that you miss. Okay. Anything on you? Lift your hands up for me. Good to go. Nothing back here?
Nope.
Okay. Do you want this off or is the battery going to be fine? So I have my camera on, okay? Alright, let's go.
All right, thank you, Kurt. Yeah, so.
Yeah, you can turn yours off.